Hi everyone and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. I'm back. I'm doing good. So I'm reintroducing the Guess the Date game. Make sure you put in your guesses for March. Ooh, what's going on out there? And I actually have a point to give out for March, our first point of the month, and that is that J. Sam's baby will be born. Night Girl 54 guessed that it would happen on the 2nd. I believe it happened like yesterday, which is the 1st. Close enough. I'll give the point. And if you want to get yours in, I have suggestions in the description, and you can get as specific or vague as you want, or do it for like a whole month. Be like, I think this will happen in the month. You know, we just have lots of fun with it. And let's get to today's recap because I watched it and I'm good. Good guys, I'm back. Ooh, what? And I do that. Alright, my blanket was under the tripod leg, so let's try this again. At the Metro Court, Tracy, and I watched this on a different TV, and due to high winds, it kept going in and out a little bit, so something's like, oh, wait, that's why. So Tracy, Finn, and Hayden are celebrating, and I felt like maybe Tracy butted in on their conversation and sat at their table, but maybe not, I don't know. And no one's heard from Laura, apparently, and Tracy's more mad than concerned. And Hayden seems to be bothered that Finn sold the cure so fast, and he says he can still negotiate the finer points during the grace period, and did ask, demand that a low-cost generic version be made. He worked that out and gave them advice on how to rework it, which was the part that kind of hurt his soul a little bit, but he did it. And, you know, I knew he wouldn't have sold it without that. I had faith in him. I don't know what's going on with my hair. Guys, I look so cute all day, and then I worked out and showered, and now look at me. I'm a mess. Anyway, so he wants to stay in Port Charles and be at General Hospital, and Tracy toasts to them, and Hayden is suspicious when Finn says he needs to make a call, and Tracy asks what, that's all about. So she tells Tracy that Finn is addicted to Zekenestrol, and he used the ELQ jet to cross the border and get illegal drugs. And how can she have a relationship with someone that she doesn't know? Like, he's literally always been on it since she's known him. And Tracy says that they need to focus on, the health part of this, because it could literally kill him. And Finn comes back and seems to have a little more energy, and Tracy wants to talk about Zen. At the parking garage at JFK Airport, which is hours away apparently, Laura wakes up in her car, and Kevin walks up and startles her, really bad. And Laura doesn't know how she got there. She was at the Metro Court, Lulu canceled, she drove to the hospital, she was in the parking garage, and that's it. She woke up there. He tells her that General Hospital's fine because she gets really worried, and it's up and running, and then he'll tell her those points later, but right now what's important is that she lost hours, and she's hours away from Port Charles, and how did she get here? So she says she feels dizzy, and he thinks maybe she was drugged. Did anything happen out of the ordinary? And she does mention the guy who walked by her table and knocked her purse, but he was so nice, and why would anyone do that? So Kevin thinks maybe she was targeted for her vote on the hospital board, and apparently she texted him where she was, but personally I probably think that was Rudge, because she literally just woke up in an airport, and we know she didn't drive herself, I don't know what my hair is doing, guys. I have conditioner in it, and conditioner does not look good with these. Look at that. I use a different shampoo now that puts way too much spring in my bangs. Better? Hey. At General Hospital, Franco tries to stop Jason from going into where they have Sam, and Robin stops their little oh no, and asks Jason what's going on, and he drops Olivia Jerome's name. I know what can fix it. Oh yeah, I'm gorgeous now. Anyway, he tells her what happened to Sam and that she had the baby, and he wants to be with Sam. And Liz comes with an update. The baby's doing well, and she's warming up. And I'm like, thank goodness, I love that baby already. So Sam's having complications, and she has internal bleeding. She's in surgery, and Franco's listening to all this. So Jason asks Liz about Sam, and when Robin and Jason leave... Franco asks Liz about Sam when Robin and Jason leave, and Liz asks him to go meet the boys since she has to work. So Jason calls Alexis and leaves a message to come to the hospital. Jason tells Robin about Curtis and the Morgan investigation. She mentions the hospital was saved, and she's she's holding off on telling Anna about Olivia. Liz comes back and Sam is critical. She coded during surgery, and Robin tries to make Jason feel better, that it's common, but Jason is focusing on the fact that Sam might not make it and he can't do anything about it. Robin says to have faith, and that faith has always been her ally, and it could be his too. And then Robin and Jason visit Scout, and that seems to calm him a little bit. And he thinks about all the lost time and how he didn't think he had anything, and now look at all he has to lose. And that Sam's the one that holds the whole world they made together, and he doesn't know how he would do this without her, and that she made him a better person in like literally all the ways. At Liz's, Franco talks with Jake about the baby, that Sam had a little girl, and Jake's excited to have a little sister. Him and Danny have been like talking, and like that just makes me so happy. And Jake asks if Sam and the baby are okay because he's really worried. Franco says that Sam is sick, but she's strong. And he says, he was so mean to her last year, and like, yeah, she fell down the stairs and almost blew up, but we're not going to talk about that. And he says that, Franco assures him that, look, Sam knew he was going through a rough time, and she doesn't hold it against him, they're past that. I mean, he's a kid. So Jake says that Sam's going to be going through a really tough time now because of a very, very bad curse on her. I'm like, oh yeah, they're bringing this back around. What we all wanted. At Nell's, where literally the world is blowing up, the Sunny, Carly, Michael, Nell showdown. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I was so ready, to be quite honest with you. So Carly wants Nell to speak up. She's being really like stern, borderline like mean to her if you don't know the situation. And Michael's like, what's happening? Because like he's never seen this before. And Sunny tells Michael what happened between him and Nell. And that, how the whole night blanked, and Nell set it up, and she recorded their conversation, and Sunny asks if she was going to blackmail him. So then Carly goes in on how much she trusted her. She thought of her as a daughter, the flowers, the plant. Carly can't figure out how she didn't see right through Nell. And then Carly like grabs Nell, and Michael separates them. And Michael's going to give her one chance to explain. Explain now if you mean it. So Carly says the flash drive is there, and that makes Nell really mad that like she went through her garbage. And it's like, really, Nell? It was on the top. Like, you went through no effort to like hide that. And she says she was trying to stop what she put in motion. And then Sunny mentions how she mentioned that Jack slept with Carly, which led to him drinking even more, and that like she was like letting him. But again, I think when they all go back on this, more things will be like, hey wait, So Nell keeps saying that she wasn't gonna go through with something, and Nell wants Michael to know what really happened. And basically, why would she make it look like an affair? Sunny says it was all a con, and Carly says Sunny left them all vulnerable to Nell's lies by not telling her. So he says that he was all consumed in grieving for Morgan, and Nell put it in motion, and Carly's still angry about the lying, and that, he's saying that he inadvertently helped Nell get what she wanted, or maybe Carly said that. I don't know, this was hours ago. So Michael gives her one last chance because he's Michael, and I don't know how he's like the most compassionate person in Port Charles, to be quite honest with you. So she says that he made her think she could be this happy person, and she couldn't stop what she put in motion, and she was going to run. And then she says she's sorry, and, she could just mention how they never slept together, but, not that maybe Carly might not believe in now, but put it out there, right, Misha? Misha says yes. So Sunny wants to hear her game, but Carly doesn't. She's sick of the excuses, and she wishes Jocelyn didn't have that cold blood running inside of her, and I'm like, ooh, cold. And now end scene. Laura apparently texted Kevin at JFK, and then he tracked her phone, and he thinks she reached out to him, and she does too. And I'm like, well, they don't know that someone else drove her there, but okay. Ooh, get the chills. Nell says that she's this way because of Carly, which honestly I cannot wait for tomorrow. Jake says that Helena Cassadine hated Sam and told him that when she died, bad things would always happen to Sam, which we all knew that he had to have not bonded with Helena, but that Helena spent a lot of time with him. So now we're finally seeing that. Finn is mad that he didn't tell Tracy about this, and Tracy's concerned one, how he would do his job, you know, he could misdiagnose someone. And he says he'll get help soon, and he says he has it under control, but Tracy's not buying it, and he wants Hayden to stick up for him, and Tracy says that he'll quit immediately, or they'll both make his life hell. And Sam is out of surgery, and she's in the ICU, and Liz tells Jason that he needs to go see her now, which just makes me really nervous. Thank you for watching today's General Hospital recap, even with my really bouncy bangs that I know are annoying everyone because they're like a smidge too high. But I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital, and I hope you have a great night. Bye!